Ah. Welcome to live stream. Alright, chat. Now I'll be 100% honest with you. I've looked through my entire box for about 2-3 hours of prep in this one tab of the fight. And I found a line that is almost perfectly consistent. Okay, so here's the team. Okay, so two things to note here. I was considering rare candying Absol, so that way it sees rolls into guaranteed roll into Espeon, and it does not die to the highest roll of Fire Blast from Mega Absol. But I am not going to do it, specifically because if I rare candy Absol, then it would bait Armaldo for slow kill instead of Victory Bell for fast kill. Because the rare candy is just enough to make it so that Victory Bell does not see kill, and I need Victory Bell to see kill on Absol. Okay. So, we're doing the Toxic strat that we prepped last night. The Toxic strat is the only strat that is perfectly consistent into Torkoal. Every single other possibility requires either a sack or risking Quick Claw. Every single other option risks Quick Claw. Toxic is the only way to not risk Quick Claw shenanigans. And I'm consistent into Torkoal. The rest of the fight is what's scary. Pyro, Crustle, Corv, Infernape, Clef. Now, I will admit, Absol, Mega Absol is the scariest part about this fight. I have a singular backup. The current plan, the most likely scenario, is that Turtonator will have enough HP to click Flamethrower into it, and then I could hard swap to Absol with a Lumberry, and Sucker Punch for the kill. That is the most likely scenario of what's going to happen. If I get gunk-shotted by Victory Bell, it's most likely to Sleep Powder. But if I get gunk-shotted from Victory Bell in the Turtonator matchup, I need to sack probably Yanayogi. I think Magneton's my worst mon in this team. I think that's a fair assessment. I think I need to sack Yanayogi, switch to it. Hell, it could miss Fire Blast. That'd be awesome. I would need to sack Magneton if I get gunk-shotted. Then I could get a clean switch into Absol. Sacking Mag seems really rough. Do you think sacking anything else would be better? Because I can technically sack anything. Maybe Drapion? In this current team, I don't know. Because I got kind of like bad IVs on this Magneton. I got 0 defense, not great attack, speed lowering nature. Most of these mods are really good, yeah. Anyways, that's only if we get gunked. That's the least likely scenario. It's more likely to Sleep Powder Turtonator. The backup is swap in Rafa. I need to not get completely high rolled or crit by Fire Blast. I have a Lumberry in case of Fire Blast Burn. We play rough into Sucker Punch and that always kills. Mega Absol. Funnily enough, my regular Absol can 1v1 Mega Absol. If we were candied, that 1v1 is even better because there's not even a max roll on Fire Blast. But we can't because we cannot let Armaldo switch in on Absol because then it gets Stealth Rock and my entire strategy is out of the water. Okay. Gotcha, my items. Gyarados is paralyzed. Because Gyarados is not going to click a single attack in this entire match. It's paralyzed specifically for Torkoal Burn, because the Burn chip could ruin me. Also, Paralyzed will make me slower than Armaldo, and that will allow Armaldo to see kill into Gyarados. Fast kill into Gyarados. With Stone Edge. So I can swap to Magneson and Flash Cannon. I think I'm just gonna do it. Most likely, as long as we're not super unlucky, most likely we should be good. Let me change my controller. Okay, we're good. Okay. I'm very scared. I roar Sack, and if I'm lucky, losing Crustle as well. Tell you what, if I do lose here, I'll try your line as well. I was like to a Claw Rock, everything up. Yeah. This is the only way that I can not risk the Quick Claw. I think the only risk that I have in this line... Well, technically Torkoal can Explosion turn 1, but that technically would not ruin my line. It would kill Drapion, which would suck, but it would not ruin my line. I can still get through the fight. Yeah, I think it'd be fine. Alright, we need good luck. We need good luck. Most scenarios, this is a deathless Tabitha. Be toxic. Guarantees a rank on poison type. We have battle armor, so we can never be crit. If he burns me, that's fine. Okay. So, stick with me on this one. He can never Explosion now. He could have only Explosion last turn. He can never Explosion because he sees a kill with Flamethrower. So he's going to go for Flamethrower or Earth Power. Those are his kills. We said shout Dahlia. He's paralyzed to avoid Flamethrower Burn. Intimidate is relevant because it will deal less with Explosion if it clicks it. But it will never click Explosion on Gyarados. No, it could click Explosion on Gyarados. Actually, it can only click Explosion on Gyarados. Which is why we're swapping to Corviknight this turn. It can click Explosion, and it can click Solar Beam. Either way, we eat both. Okay. We also live Explosion Crit. It can only ever Flamethrower here, because it sees a kill with Flamethrower. If it sees a kill with a move that's not Explosion, it will always go for that over Explosion. So we send out Dahlia. On Flamethrower. Go Citrus Berry. It should only ever Solar Beam or Explode. It's much more likely to explode now. Those Solar Beams. If I'm correct about the AI, it should never be able to explode instead of Flamethrower here. I think it should always go for Flamethrower kill. Correct. Now it dies to Toxic. It should now send out Armaldo for fast Stone Edge kill. It is only faster because I'm paralyzed. Correct. It can never see Earth Power for obvious reasons. It can never see Leech Life. It is only ever Stone Edge. It can never be Stealth Rock. I'm pretty sure. Specifically because it's fast kill. If it was slow kill, I don't think the miss matters. If it was slow kill, I think it could have still Stealth Rocked. We are Steel Gem boosted. Stab boosted. Flash Cannon. We're using our Steel Gem this fight. Is it the only way in my entire box that I clean one-shot this Armaldo? Is specifically Steel Gem Flash Cannon for Magneton. If we didn't kill it, he would have Earth Powered me and one-shot me. Okay. So this is Psychic Dazzling Gleam, Weather Ball, Morning Sun. This will always be Weather Ball. It can be nothing but Weather Ball right now. So do I send in Dahlia or the Judge? I think it's the Judge. Yeah, because if I send in Dahlia right now on Weather Ball, it'll take too much HP and it'll be random move. Yeah. And it can crit me. It has to be the Judge. We send in the Judge, it eats Weather Ball. It can never crit me. Life Orb Chip is very important here, because we were not able to run Black Glasses on Absol. With the Life Orb Chip, we can kill with Sucker Punch guaranteed. It'll always be Psychic on Turtonator because it's highest damaging move. Okay. We pucker Sunch. Okay. Here comes the riskiest part of this entire fight. So, Victory Bell has Sleep Powder. I really want it to click Sleep Powder. Not right now. Right now, it could click Sleep Powder. It could click Sleep Powder, Solar Blade, or Gunk Shot. Bronco is the only switch into all three of these moves. He can never click Weather Ball because Weather Ball never kills me. That was a crit, that doesn't matter. Okay. I'm sweating. Okay. He will always Weather Ball here. For guaranteed kill. We swap in Turtonator. And now, this is what is basically the only real risk of this entire fight. This moment right now is what determines if this fight is deathless or a slaughter. Well, that's not true. We have a backup plan, but it does require a sack. And the backup plan's not consistent. This is most likely to Sleep Powder. I believe it's a 75% chance to Sleep Powder. We have a Lumberry. We want him to click Sleep Powder. He does not see a kill on us. His highest damaging move is Gunk Shot, which does about 50%. If he poisons me, we'll still live because of the Lumberry. We can never be crit. But I need Turtonator to have HP for Absol, so I really want him to Sleep Powder right now. Sleep Powder. Yes! 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 Let's go! It's just too easy, bro. It's just too easy, bro. It was such a riskless fight. There was never a risk. There was never a risk. It's just too free, bro. Tabitha, more like Losertha. Oh my god. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. It is just too easy. It is literally just too easy. I was never scared once in my entire life. And now, we take a quick handy dandy look at our calcs. Mega Absol. It will calc its attacks as regular Absol first. Because I used my Lumberry, it'll either see Knockoff or Ice Beam. Even if it clicks Ice Beam and freezes us, Flamethrower should unthaw us. We are Flamethrowing. It's pressing Knockoff, that's fine. Either way, we never die. Because we can never be crit. We get the Flamethrower off. Sun boosted. Stab boot. And we get the crit. Let's go. That was so unnecessary. That was so unnecessary. But I'll take it. Whoo! The plan was to swap to Absol after that. And then Sucker Punch it for the kill. But hey, that works too. Tabitha. More like Easy-tha. Yes, sir. Deathless, by the way. Deathless Tabitha. We did have to use our Steel Gem, but worth. Oh my god. Y'all have no idea. That line took me like 4 hours. That line took me like 4 hours. I made that fight look easy, to be honest. To be honest. That fight sucks. The only answer we ever had into Espeon, for anybody who wasn't aware, the only thing we had into that Espeon was Absol. Nothing else can beat Espeon in my entire box. In my entire box, nothing else can beat Espeon. Jesus. That feels so good, man. So, yes, the one main risk of that fight was Victory Pell clicking Gunk Shot instead of Sleep Powder. It was most likely to click Sleep Powder. I think it was 75% chance. If it clicked Gunk, we would have had to sack Magneton or Drapion. We had to sack something so that we get a free switch into Absol, so we could click Play Rough, live the Fire Blast roll, and then Sucker Punch it for the kill. If we get max rolled or crit off Fire Blast, we just lose. So, yikers. But hey, we did it. Cinema. Let me give the prediction outcome. We did indeed beat Tabitha Deathless. Barely. I think I got this run and bun thing kind of down, bro. I think I got this run and bun thing kind of down. I guess I could try to make a line through Maxi, but I get the feeling we're not gonna have enough time to do it today. But screw it, let's try it. So Maxi is not as bad. Thank God. Thank God. Sure, you proud of me, bro? You proud of me, bro? That line was kind of clean. You gotta admit, that line was kind of clean, alright? That line was just kind of clean with it. You know what can I say? That line was kind of clean. It was a little bit risky, but it's just a 25% chance to lose one Mon. It's not that bad. This is the Absol matchup into Mega Absol, by the way, in case you were curious. He could only kill me with a singular roll of Fire Blast. And he would also have to land Fire Blast. I have a Lumberry in case Fire Blast burns. Play Rough into Sucker Punch is guaranteed kill. I took the risk you did, I would have guaranteed lost one. It was just Victory Bell that was a risk. Nothing else in that line was risky. It could have also turn 1 exploded on Drapion, but I couldn't really play around that. And I didn't use Drapion for any single moment besides the very beginning, so my line would have been completely the same. It just would have sucked to lose Drapion for no reason. I'm glad the Toxic strat actually worked. That was kind of hype. But yeah, I was prepared to lose one. It would have kind of sucked because I like all these Mons, but like I full on made a line to sag Pyroar because I also knew it was the most expendable thing. You should DM me your line. I'm curious. I'll read over it after the stream. That does make sense, though. Pyroar is pretty expendable. Dude, that tab of the fight was insane. Holy crap. Okay, we don't have to deal with sun anymore, thank god. There's no sun in this fight, right? It's not like permanent sun. Yeah, no. Single battle. Oh, okay, so what's the switch in AI for Wobbuffet? I think it's a special case, right? +2, why not in Wobbuffet, as long as they are not slower than the player's Pokemon in O-Code. They are not slower than the player's Pokemon and O-Code. They are not slower than the players. I mean, it's not going to be slower. I mean, sorry, it's not going to be faster. Wait. Wait. They are not slower. Wait, is it saying that it's +2 only if it's faster? Is that what it's saying? I guess for Destiny Bond? So it's only +2 if it's faster. Yeah, I guess it's timid. I think that's what it's going for. It's for Destiny Bond. They are not slower. I think it'll just be default, right? Torkoal was the only risk. I felt really good about figuring out the Torkoal in my line. Because Torkoal was 100% riskless. It could have exploded at any point and I would have been completely safe. Even if it did explode turn 1 on Drapion. The fight would have been fine, I just would have lost Drapion. Is that what this is saying, Shiro? They are not slower than the players. And O-Code. So it has to be faster for 3+2. I think that has to be what it is, that's why it's timid. That's how I understand it. Okay, so if my entire team is faster than Wobbuffet, it'll just be default AI. So it's a 0. So it's just lineup. The Hazard Crustle. Spike's red card. Stealth Rock. I wonder if I could go in here with like a pre-damaged... Oh, I don't have any scales though. If I had a scale, I could have U-turn. I could have scaled U-turn onto Lopunny. I mean, I have Rapid Spin in Defog. I would imagine this looks like the freest Corviknight of my life. I can Iron Head flinch it. I outspeed. I like a Feather Dance if I wanted to. But I probably just Iron Head and hope for flinches. Yeah, I mean if... Oh, but it has red cards, so I will be switched out. Which I think is fine, right? I just swap right back into Corv. Where's my man Drill? It might technically be better to lead with something else. Like, lead with something that... Theoretically, I might be able to encore. I guess I first turn Lovely Kiss it. If I miss the Lovely Kiss, then I can encore the hazards. Yeah, because I outspeed. And then after I encore, no matter what, I Dazzling Gleam it, right? That also has Magic Guard, so I can technically switch it in after it starts setting up hazards. I think I might need to Pixie Plate though. Yeah, Pixie Plate will do 43%, and then I'll need 57 at least. Not fully consistent, not gonna lie. But I can also just Lovely Kiss. Yeah, there's not really a reason not to. Okay, I kind of like Clef and, I kind of like Clef and Corviknight 2v1 on Crustle here. After encoring, I can just switch to Core and Defog. Eventually, realistically, Corviknight is going to finish it off. Most likely scenario though, I'll land Lovely Kiss. Then I could just Dazzling Gleam. Break the red card, swap to something. There'll be no hazards out yet. Left to Corv. I guess I should probably check AI in case it gets first turn Wake Up. Stealth Rock. +6 or +7, because it will not be first turn. Highest damaging move, the Clef. It has a 20% chance to just flat out quick Stone Edge into Clef. Here's a question. Does the move actually have to come out for Encore to work? Or is it like if the AI clicks the move, then Encore will still work? I think the move still has to come out. Like if I put him to sleep first turn and then click Encore, it probably won't still lock it in, right? Oh wait. I have a much easier way of dealing with this. I outspeed with Magneton. Stealth Rock on first turn. +9. At best. A fast kill. No, a slow kill. So it could still rock. Yeah, I think this is actually just a lot easier in hindsight. That does, however, mean that whatever gets red carded in needs to be able to EDQ. And maybe that's not as good then. I think I'd rather be more likely to just click rocks. Alright, I like the cleft strat better actually. Move has to have happened. I kind of figured, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, theoretically we're finishing off Crustle with Corviknight. Let's say it takes 40%. Corvik's faster than Wobbuffet, so it should not be Wobbuffet. Aerodactyl will not see kill. Komodo will not see kill. Darude doesn't see kill. It'll actually be freaking Camerupt immediately. That's crazy. Yeah, base Camerupt will see kill with Flamethrower. Slow kill. Unless there's some weird Mega Evolution AI that I don't know about, but I think it'll always be... Pretty sure it'll always be Camerupt. Okay, so it'll always see Flamethrower. We could honestly swap in Kingdra on Flamethrower and then just freaking Octazooka it. Yeah, that works. That's pretty good. Oh, your Camerupt's so ass, bro. It'll never be Earth Power, so that's not a threat. I should go for slow kill over substitute. Alternatively, I can send out Dreadnought, if that's better. But I'll stick with Kingdra for now. Kingdra would bait. I will have taken... about, let's say, 25. No kill. No kill. Damn, are you serious? Nothing sees kill into Kingdra. Zarude deals more damage to me than I deal to it. Wobbuffet should be default score because I outspeed it. Kingdra probably baits Komodo. Does AI see that its move is negative priority on switch out? On switch in? Probably not. I don't think it does actually. So you're probably right. Yeah, because I deal more damage to Aerodactyl than it deals to me. So Komodo makes sense. And his lefties. Oh shoot. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Dolphin, thank you for the raid. Y'all get to see nice chair stream for a little bit. What were you streaming? LOL. Bad streamer vibe, so true. The Gen 86 mad, what the fudge? How y'all doing? How's your stream? What were you streaming? I just beat one of the hardest fights in the entire game, so I'm feeling pretty good. Is that the later manner? Indeed. If you beat Tab Deathless, what can I say, bro? What can I say? I'm kind of cracked. This was the squad. I toxic stalled Torkoal. That one isn't bad. Tab 1 is terrible. Shut up. That crap was insane. I didn't have a single thing in the box to beat, like, most of the things. Tab 2 is the demon? Well, I'm sure. Tabitha in general is a demon. Tab is definitely a demon. Tab is definitely a demon. Nothing in my entire box besides my Absol could beat this freaking Espeon. Not a single thing in my box. If I didn't catch this Absol, the run was over. The run was over if I didn't have Absol. It was just over. If I didn't have Turtonator, I don't know how I would have beaten Victory Bell. Victory Bell beats every single thing in my team except for... I guess maybe I could get lucky with Infernape, but... No, that wouldn't even work either, because it outspeeds it. In the sun. Bro. You know what's funny? There were so many, like, one-mon possibilities to beat. Drapion Toxic was the only way to consistently beat Torkoal. Because of Quick Claw. Absol was the only thing in my entire box that could beat Espeon. Without losing something. Armaldo, the only thing in my entire box that could one-shot it, was Steel Gem Magneton. I had to use my Steel Gem, there was no other way. It was impossible. And... Turtonator for Victory Bell. That card was insane. So many one-mon possibilities. Corviknight does 2 and has never risked though. That actually makes sense, but I needed Corviknight's health for another thing. Oh no, you know what? I couldn't use Corviknight. No, I know exactly why I couldn't use Corviknight. I actually thought about this, Shiro. If I use Corviknight, then I risk Stealth Rocks. And granted, I do have Defog, but the moment he clicks Stealth Rock and then he Stone Edges that turn, if I Defog... Okay, let's say he Stone Edges first turn. Then he Stealth Rocks. If he then Stone Edges on my Defog, he would just kill me. Ape with a candy beats the SP? No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is max speed Infernape and it's a speed tie. Oh wait, you're saying with a candy. I see what you're saying. You use a candy to outspeed it. I guess that makes sense. I can kind of see that. But I didn't have room for Infernape anyway. Anyway, I liked my line. My line was kind of fire. My line was kind of far. Okay, where was I? So Komodo comes in on Kingdra. Yeah, because Dragon Tail deals more damage to me than I deal to it. Barely. By 1%. It also has speeds, yeah. I mean, I would imagine he could only Dragon Tail, right? Is this not just like the freest switch in Clefable of my life? Then we get that Sped and Poison Jab. I guess the risk is if I take a Stone Edge on Crustle. Hey, where's the Choice Scarf in this game when I need it? Screw all of that. I'm just gonna outrage this thing. You know what, now I'm gonna Explosion. Trust. I could bring Hatterene to do it as well. Take the sack. This useless Pyro route when planning. Sheer Force ability mons ignore red card? Is that true? Wait. It shouldn't. Is that a run and bun bug? There's no way that's in actual mons. That has to be a bug. Sheer Force ability mons ignore red card. It's planned? That doesn't make any sense. I almost feel like that's an unintentional bug by the Pokemon Company then. Sheer Force is a weird ability. It also makes you ignore Life Orb damage only if you're using a move with a secondary effect. But it still gives you the Life Orb boost. That is 100% a bug they just kept in. No doubt in my mind. There's nothing about red card in here. Because Life Orb is adding to the move. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. I 100% am confident that it makes sense for Magic Guard. Why Magic Guard ignores the Life Orb damage. Sheer Force, the fact that it has to be, like you still take Life Orb damage on a Sheer Force mon if you use a move that does not have a secondary effect. To me, the fact that it has to be on a move that has a secondary effect where you dodge the Life Orb damage, that to me tells me that's a bug they just kept in. 100%. I'm so confident about that. If it was on all moves, I could see it being a purposeful decision. But the fact that it has to be, it's a bug, 100%. Anyway, it looks like I was right. Red card is not here. Unless it's just not on Pokemon DB. Does Sheer Force block red card? What? Sheer Force blocks red card when a Pokemon with the Sheer Force ability attacks with a move that has a secondary effect and is boosted by Sheer Force. Any effects that trigger after the attack, such as red card effect on the target, are negated. What? This is just like the Life Orb thing. This is so confusing. No, you are right, Grief, but I don't understand why it's like that in base. Preventing items like red card. So is sheer force? Because additional effect of the move is ignored. See, because it should only be on that mon's move, not the opponent's like items or anything. Anything has an added effect happening to a sheer force mon when the move is being boosted by sheer force, it removes the added effect as well. That just feels like a bug. Am I crazy? That feels so weird. It's such like an arbitrary, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess the fact that it's on both Life Orb and Red Card makes it feel a little bit more intentional, but it's just so weird. But anyway, yeah, thank you, Grief. I appreciate it. It blows my mind. I'm glad to learn, don't get me wrong. It does make sense to me. It makes no sense to me. That is crazy. Because it should only affect the user's added effects, not the opponent's. So wait, am I to believe that if you use a sheer force boosted move on a mon that turn is clicking Flamethrower, does that mean they can never burn you on that turn? Because if that's the case, then yeah, maybe it is intentional. But that's so weird. Because that's basically what this is doing, right? If I use Flamethrower, sheer force boosted, on a mon that is clicking Flamethrower and is slower than me, they're also clicking Flamethrower on me. Does that mean they also lose the 10% chance to burn? Because that's effectively the same thing. Does sheer force block secondary effects because your move isn't triggering it? Secondary effects of opponents. No, it does not. So because your move triggers the eject button and the red card, I guess. It's so weird. Anyway, whatever. Maybe it isn't a bug. But it's so specific. It just blows my mind. Like, you'd think it would only be the move of the mon. Do you even have a sheer force mon? No. No. But but I was just on a rabbit hole. We do not have a sheer force mon. I do think it's probably just Hatterene. With a Lumberry, probably. It could technically crit. If I still have full HP on Clef, I switch to Clef, because Clef is safer. Let's see if we have room for Hatterene. Hatterene will be a backup if we have a spare mon. Because Clef is safer because it lives Poison Jab crit, and Magic Guard means that it cannot be poison damaged. Okay, so let's say Clef does kill this thing. It's honestly a fair enough shout to just lead Corviknight and just click Ironhead, because here's the thing. If we do that with the Metal Coat, we will be red carded out, and then we could flinch it, and it should always Stealth Rock that first turn. Then we hard swap back in Corv. It'll probably put like spikes on whatever. We just defog, I guess, until it edges me. I don't know what is more consistent, because I like the Lovely Kiss strat, but obviously it can miss. But then it'll still always Stealth Rock over Stone Edge, I'm pretty sure. His highest damaging move... Yeah, I already calced this. Oh wait, no. It technically can Stone Edge. Yeah, I really don't want to get Stone Edge on Clefable. Okay, maybe we will just try the Corviknight strat. Because they could also flinch, like, it's just as good. Yeah, that's fair. Dusk is best. Yeah, of course. It's 28 speed, IV Midnight, yeah. I could have, Grief, I wonder, do you think it would have been better to magnet pull for Lucario? Because that's what I was originally going to do, but then Shiro convinced me I should go for Lycanroc for Flannery. Which I think is fair. To be honest, after thinking it through, I kind of agree in some ways, because I think after Infernape gets close combat, I feel like it's going to be kind of hard to justify bringing Lucario over Infernape most of the time. So it's honestly not like a bad, like, what's it called? It's not completely wrong, like Rock is a good rock slider, yeah. It's just a shame that I got the frickin' Midnight one. Like, I would have loved either one of the other Lycan rocks. What was your 112? Pyroar. Which I'm not entirely mad about. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't great on that route. Like, I would have much rather had Arcanine, but at least I have a sound move mon now for substitutes. And it's something that I can overheat and maybe sack, because I already have Infernape. It did put in work into the double battle right after I caught it. Where am I right now? Okay, so I double Iron Head. I Iron Head, get red carded, then I switch back into Corv, then I Iron Head again. That'll kill. Then we... On Corviknight, it'll be... Let's say I take 50%. Nothing deals 50% to Corv except for Camera Up is the same line. We just hard swap on the Flamethrower to Kingdra, and we Octazooka it to the next dimension. Then we will then bait Komodo for fast, highest damage. Unless there's something I'm misunderstanding about negative priority moves, in which case yikers. We swap to Clef on Dragon Tail. Let me actually look up Dragon Tail's AI. What? Does it just not have different AI? It's the same as any move, I guess. Okay. Alright. Whatever. But Alaska, I would have not told him about the Lycanroc. I should just Pyroar Fire Gem overheat to go ground on Maxi 2. Fire? Yeah, I guess we send in Clef and we just click Dazzling Gleam. It's free. Even if we get poisoned, Magic Guard protects us and crit. We're fine. On Clef, let's say we take 60%. Clef still outspeeds Wobbuffet, so we're good on that front. Oh, Grief, maybe you know. The Switch AI document, it says that Wobbuffet, as long as they are not slower than the player's Pokemon and O-Code. So, to me, that means that it's only +2 if Wobbuffet outspeeds you, correct? Otherwise, it'd be default. No? Uh-oh. Okay. Wobbuffet is a flat +2. Pretty sure? It says as long as they are not slower than the player's Pokemon and O-Code. To me, that means only if it outspeeds you. It is +2. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, you scared me for a second. You scared me for a second. That means it is never going to be above a +2. Correct. Basically. I mean, that's why it's timid. Like, to me, it makes the most sense that that's how it works. That's why they made this thing timid, so that way it could be faster than something, and then, like, Destiny Bond you, or something. So if you ensure their switch-ins are +3, then we good. Yeah, exactly. I'll be honest, I'm mainly prepping this fight for the next stream because I have work in frickin' 30 minutes. So, we'll prep the line, but, we're not gonna be able to do the fight, unfortunately. Okay, so at 50%, it should see Aerodactyl. Yeah, it should always see Aerodactyl Stone Edge, even if it gets the lowest roll Poison Jab. So we could swap in. Ooh, look at the goat Magneton. I'm so glad I didn't have to sack Magneton, that would have been so sad. Even if he crits Stone Edge, he would then have to also crit Aqua Tail. And I think I'm willing to take that risk. Thunderbolt, Analytic Boosted is a clean kill, same with Flash Cannon, although we do not have the Steel Gem anymore. Yeah, we'll Thunderbolt. I don't think anything else really eats a Stone Edge super well. Yeah, Magneton's definitely the best bet into this. That's fair. Alright, we Thunderbolt. Thankfully, because it's coming in on Clef, Pursuit's not like a big threat. Because it resists. We could even give Clef a Citrus Berry, probably. Oh wait, maybe we don't want to give it a Citrus Berry, because if we do that, then it won't bait Aerodactyl. It'll instead bait Zarude, unless we want to bait Zarude. But I kind of want to bait Stone Edge. Interesting. Yeah, I kind of want to bait Aerodactyl on Clef. Yeah, because I don't think Kavoa will ever go for Iron Defense on a special attacker. I think it'll just go for Poison Jab. So yeah, I think I'm better off not running the Citrus Berry, because I want to bait Aerodactyl into Stone Edge. I can swap to Magneton and click Thunderbolt. Yeah, I like that better actually. Unless I could swap it in on Dual Wing Beat later. I guess we could try. Okay, let's say we run Citrus Berry for a second. Then it'll see Power Whip, pretty sure. From Zarude for fast kill. What can we swap in on Power Whip? Probably Now Mega's looking kind of clean with it. It has an AV. That's eating that signal beam. It's kind of fire though. I guess we air slash into signal beam, pray for flinch. That's not really a good 1v1 though, I don't think I should do that. On power whip. Oh, Turtonator's the vibe, bro. Well, is it? It could also U-turn? I don't know exactly how U-turn AI works. Can AI just U-turn? Like whenever? It doesn't look like it has specific AI, so I guess it still has to be the highest damaging move. Be careful, Aerodactyl has Pursuit. I'm aware. Clefable resists. Do you have Leech Life on Drapion? Yes. Yeah, let me chat Drapion. Drapion on Power Whip. Yeah, that checks out. Can't be crit. I'll heal 38 to 45. That's pretty good. Yeah, makes sense. I agree. And hard to argue with that. Could just be spamming Power Whip. And we'll heal most of what he deals to me. Love to see it. Actually, we will literally heal more than he deals. That's so funny. That's really good. Okay. So then Aerodactyl will still be alive. Drapion, honestly, I think he'll take about... I think it'll be at about like 70% after the 1v1. Aerodactyl will not see a kill. Camera Up's dead. That being said, Drapion doesn't see a kill into Aerodactyl, and Aerodactyl outspeeds, so Aerodactyl should be +1, whereas Wobbuffet's +0. Like default. This fight is significantly easier to prep for than Tab. This fight is so much easier. It's actually ridiculous. This is honestly not even that complicated. Okay. So Arrow. The only consideration here is that whatever I kill Arrow with is going to need to be able to handle Wobbuffet. Because Wobbuffet will be the last Mon, right? So it should be Aerodactyl because it'd be +1 because it outspeeds Drapion. It does not get O-code. How can I do this? What can I kill Aerodactyl with that can also handle Wobbuffet? What can handle Wobbuffet, period? Maybe my goat? Not exactly. It basically needs to clean one shot, doesn't it? I could explode on it. This is a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be, actually. Specifically the Lava Fett. I guess maybe I could Aqua Jet into knockoff? Is that a terrible play? If I, let's say I don't crit. Let's say I deal 49. He counters. I'll live that. Because he should do, like, 98 HP. But that's only if Prodont can also handle, Aerodactyl. Which it cannot. Damn, I really wish Magneton had frickin' Volt Switch. Does Magneton learn Volt Switch? By scale? I mean, I don't have a scale anyway, but... My man does not get Volt Switch. This is so sad. Okay, let's back up for a second. Let's say we killed... let's say we didn't equip the Citrus Berry on Clef. That will be Aerodactyl for Stone Edge kill. After I take the Poison Jab. We swap on Stone Edge, we kill with Thunderbolt, right? Magneton will be out, Magneton outspeeds Wobbuffet, so it should be Zarude, who outspeed, so it has +1. It'll also see low kick kill, so it'll definitely, yeah, it'll definitely be Zarude. So we swap to Drapion, who eats all attacks. We leech life. Oh, this is perfect! This is actually perfect! Oh my god! Wait, this is awesome! This is actually awesome. Hey, y'all feel like this line is consistent? Maybe I could speedrun Maxi right now. This is actually perfect. I probably shouldn't. I don't want to be late for work. But that's badass. Because I'll Leech Life Zarude down. And then Wobbuffet's the last Mon. And then I can just Toxic it. It is so free. It is actually so free. Love to see it. That's great. We got a 5. That's so dumb. We have a 5 Mon. Hey, we have space for Hatterene now. We have a 5 Mon. Maxi. And I was struggling to fit all the Mons that I needed for Tab 1. And Tab only had 5 Mons. What's going on? What is actually happening? You have the Shed Shell? Oh. Fair enough, I guess. I guess I could put it on something. I mean, you're right. But it was actually... The line that I made is actually perfectly consistent, it looks like. But I guess I could put it on something just in case of, like, a crit or something. just run Citrus Clef to play around crits. No, I'm already playing around crits. I already said this. If Clef gets crit by Poison Jab, it will take 91. And because it has Magic Guard, it will not take poison chip damage if it gets poisoned. So there's no threat. And we're switching on Dragon Tail. Assuming Dragon Tail doesn't have weird AI that I don't know about. But the AI doc didn't say anything about it, so I assume it's just highest damaging move. You know what we should have the Shed Shell on is Hatterene. Because Hatterene gets outsped by Wobbuffet. That's kind of genius, actually. So in case we do need to rely on Hatterene as the backup for Komodo, then we kill Komodo with Hatterene. And then if Wobbuffet comes out, because Wobbuffet sees that it's faster than Hatterene, then we can switch out. That works, right? I kind of like having 2 fairy types for this fight anyway, because like, just as a backup, like there's Zarude and Komodo, which are both big threats. And let me just equip all the items and stuff, so that way I remember this line. For when I do the fight next time. But yeah, sorry if I don't see your chats immediately. When I only have 2 monitors, so whenever the way that I do the scenes for the stream, I have to pull up the calculator covering my chat. So I can't read it until I like go back to the game, like turn off the calc. Run the line, brother. Screw work, I need to see this. I can still see chat, but that makes sense. I probably should do that, but whatever. I'm used to the way that I'm doing it. Alright, fine. Hold on. Let me see if I can speedrun it. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. But I want to. Okay, Metal Coat. Okay, so the risk is if Crustle does Stone Edge first turn, which it shouldn't. It's most likely to Stealth Rock. But that's why we have Hatterene as a backup. Edge should not be a threat on anything in particular, so we should be fine. Shed Shell on you. I don't want to have to speedrun the fight. Look, me doing the fight next time means that that we just get to do both Maxi and Flannery. That's pretty good. Okay, whatever I do, I need to not run a Citrus on Clef. I don't know what the frick to run. I guess I can run a Pixie Plate. Does Zarude have knockoff? No. Yeah, I guess if for some reason I have to use Clef against Zarude. Which I shouldn't, but... I don't know what else I would even, like, use that's useful. I mean, yeah, I may as well run the Pixie Plate, why not? As long as it's not a citrus, it's free. I guess I just go solar powder. It might be better to go citrus on Drapion in case I do get stone edged. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. You need the metal coat. Kingdra citrus also makes sense. Correct. Very cool. What am I using Magneton for? Arrow. Just run another citrus, why not? Yeah, Hatterene makes a lot of sense to have the Shed Shell, just in case I do need to use Hatterene as a backup. Because then Wobbuffet will guarantee to come out into it, no matter what. This is +2. Well, I shouldn't say guaranteed. If AI sees a kill, like a fast kill, into Hatterene, it'll go for that instead, but... Semantics. Need to see this line, brother. Run the line. Double Iron Head. Should always be camera opt. We swap to Kingdra. Time is ticking. Wizuka. It'll always be... Momo. Hard swap to Clef. Dazzling Gleam. It'll then be Arrow. It'll see Stone Edge. Kill. We go to Magneton. We click Thunderbolt. We don't get Aqua Tail and Stone Edge crit, just trust. If we do get Stone Edge crit, then we have a Citrus Berry, but that won't work. Whatever, just trust. And the Zarude will come out. It kills me with Low Kick. Hard swap. Drapion. Leech Life a bunch. Put a Citrus just in case. Well, if it comes out, we Toxic Stall it. Alright, fine, I'm gonna go kick Maxie's ass. But if I lose him on, it's Grief's fault. Let it be known. So 100% Grief's fault. It's always my fault, 100%. I mean, who else's fault would it be? Being realistic. I don't have enough time to put up a prediction. Okay. Hopefully we don't get dicked by RNG here. The scariest part about this fight is definitely the lead Crustle. Everything else seems pretty consistent. Also comes out. We Ironhead Metal Code boosted. It'll do 50% at a low roll. We get red carded. We flinch it every time. Watch this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Cyclic Stealth Rocks. I'm just glad it didn't. What's it called? I think it'll go for spikes now. Nice. Okay, so now I guess we defog until it attacks me. We outspeed. Yeah, just okay, perfect. Ironhead. Alright, that was the plan. Erupt. We got it. Mia Fey on Flamethrower. Perfect. Octazuka. Launch the Zuka. Boom! Bro, it's so funny how much easier this fight is than Tab. What the fudge? It is Komodo. It should always Dragon Tail for highest damage. I guess maybe it can Iron Defense? No, it can't. Just an Outmaya. This is so free. Oh, it can Iron Defense. How interesting. I don't think I had a physical attack on Kingdra. I'm shocked about that. Either way, whatever. We Dazzling Gleam. Pixie Plate boosted. We're safe to crit here. And Poison Tick if that happened. Arrow comes out. As expected, it'll... I guess the problem is that I prepped this assuming it was always going to be Stone Edge, but I don't think it matters too much. Where it matters is if it hits Aqua Tail right now on random move. Yeah, because it is... Oh shoot, can Pursuit kill me? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. God damn it, it's gonna Pursue me. That's so annoying. I think it's still random move. It might not if every roll doesn't see kill. No, every roll sees kill in Pursuit. If it rolls double power. Actually, no. I think AI's weird with Pursuit. I don't think it calcs the boosted damage. I think it only calcs. It's so weird how Pursuit works. Anyway, I have to switch. I also thought you'd put on a Citrus Berry. I threw. I did want to not put a Citrus Berry on, but I calced this line assuming I wouldn't get crit by Poison Jab. I did not consider if he crit me with Poison Jab that Pursuit would kill me. And it's Grief's fault because he told me to run into this fight. See, if I waited till next time, I would have prepped the line even more. Citrus Berry would have ruined the line if he did not crit. Now, obviously if I knew he would have crit, then Citrus Berry would have been better. But that's hindsight. I guess we just swap. This is very strange. Because, like, he sees fast kill with every other move. I don't know. Pursuit's weird. I cannot be blamed for misplays. No, this was what I planned. It's just I didn't plan it enough because you forced me into the match quick. 100%. Like, unironically, this is your fault. Like, I'm not memeing right now. If I get pursued. Yanni Yogi. Every move is fine. Whatever. Whatever, man. Oh my god, I lived! Why did I live? What? Why did I live? Did Dark Gem not activate? Wait, that's so interesting. Does Dark Gem not work if Pursuit is double power? What? How interesting. How interesting. I've learned something today. I don't think Dark Gem activated. I guess when it gets the Pursuit boost, it doesn't get the Dark Gem activate. That's odd. Well, I'll take it. Never punished. Now it's Magic Guard. Either way, never punished. Yeah, with Dark Gem, that was guaranteed kill. I really wonder why. I'm not tripping, right, chat? The Dark Gem didn't activate. That has to be it. Maybe that's a run and bun bug. Or maybe that's how it is in base game. Pursuit is a very unique move, albeit. Like, it's possible that's how it works in base game. I've never seen Dark Gem boosted Pursuit on Switch out, to be honest. Maybe it didn't get the Dark Gem? I mean, I didn't even see it proc, so I'm pretty sure it didn't. I'll take it. But yeah, now this is Omega free, thankfully. This should always be low kick. I can never be crit, so this is free. Drapion for the chain, let's go. It's so funny how free this fight is. It's so funny how free this fight is. We got a Citrus Berry just in case, even though we don't need it. Bink. That was weird. We've learned today that gems do not, or specifically Dark Gem does not activate on Dark Gem does not activate on, what's it called? Okay. Imagine if I knocked it. Hold on. Gravy sick. Should be throwing it. Okay, now we just spam. Light work. Destiny Bond does not work on toxic damage, so we're free. Turns out that's a run and bun bug. Here's why you always keep Toxic. I feel like you should always keep Toxic on mons. Toxic's just really OP move. And that's GG. Alright, I gotta freaking run. But we beat Maxi, Deathless. We beat both Tab and Maxi Deathless today, boys. Let's freaking go. Never doubt grief. I mean, you're right. Okay, best believe though, if that Dark Gem did activate, 100% grief's fault. 100% grief's fault. Let me stop. Alright, anyways. But no, you're right. You're right, nothing died. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. Later, manners. Bye! Can't wait for Flan next time. Indeed, indeed. Can't wait to release the random playing grief, of course.